Yo, what it do, YouTube, man? It is your boy Solid, back with another Solid reaction in the day. We got a Larry Bird most badass moments in NBA history, baby. We're going to be checking this one out today, man. Y'all know how we get down with Larry Bird. He is one of my favorite players, man. It go Mike, it go Larry, and then everybody else can just get in line. But LeBron James, make sure you at the end of the line, okay? Just make sure you back there in the back with the rest of them dudes. Because you don't need to be up here with the real dudes, okay? I just want to make that clear to all my little fans. He cool. Just put him at the back of the bus. He can ride back there with Michael J. Gilchrist and shit like that. Put him back there. But up here with the cool kids, it's Mike, and Larry, Penny, and the rest. We can do that. Dude, right now, Anthony Edwards getting a good looking pass like he might come up here with us, but he in mid-seat right now. All right, but we're going to go ahead and check this video out, man. If this is your first time seeing your boy Solid react to anything, man, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on. Let's hop into this one and see exactly what's going on.
Larry Bird was one of the biggest trash talkers in basketball. And a lot of people said, really? You know, they thought it was Reggie or Charles.
Bird used to tell me, look at him like,
Yo,
you
for the
supposed to be a
longest
great
time, I always
defender,
thought it was
right?
Mike.
I'm going to make sure I tell you where I'm going to shoot the ball at.
And he said, I'm going to get it right here. I'm going to shoot it right in your face.
And I'm looking at this guy like, he's nuts.
I'm going to go shoot this motherfucking jumper in your face right there in that cone. And it's going to be your Christmas present. I'm going to wrap it up and bust your head open.
And that's exactly
He didn't
what
say it that way. He said it more evil like. Let's go.
What
Hey,
would
get
you
into
say
it.
is the toughest era in basketball? Well, this.
Yeah, get off me, boy. Get off me, boy.
And the one who dominated and defined this era is none other than the Boston legend himself, the one who changed the world of basketball
White Hope.
forever, Larry Bird.
Yes, sir.
Do not let his appearance fool you, because he's one of the most cunning NBA players of all time. His trash talk was elite, and he's not backing
that.
down to anybody.
Bird in the corner, double fade, jumper.
Here are the times Larry Bird showed
Hey, real talk. I'm gonna get a little bit off topic. I don't know if y'all know this, and I know it's probably gonna make some of y'all mad. I really don't give a fuck. I'm not a big Caitlin Clark fan because she don't act like this. If Caitlin Clark acted like this, like Larry Bird, boy, I'd be a fan. I have a Fevers jersey on every week. On God. But I just need to get a little bit off topic. Like, you can do it. You just got to do it the right way.
Anybody.
You feel me?
Bird in the corner, double fade, jumper.
Let's go.
Here are the times Larry Bird showed the entire league who's the boss. And spoilers, we're
Hey.
going to see a lot of NBA legends get cooked.
Bird, he's got a shot.
Oh, yeah.
Get it.
I haven't seen him get Mike once or twice. It happens. It's part of it. You feel
Ever
me?
since he was a kid growing up in the small town of French Lick, Indiana, Larry Bird was massively underestimated. The dude cannot jump, was not insanely quick, and most of all, he looked like just your regular countryside folk. And when he played for Indiana State University, where he had a terrific college career, even the legendary college coach Nolan Richardson told a story about how he first heard the name Larry Bird.
I never forget driving and I'm listening to a game. It's New Mexico State playing Indiana State. And we're big rivalries, so I'm hoping that Indiana State will beat New Mexico State. And I'm listening to the radio and I have no clue of the players on either team. All of a sudden, this name keeps coming. Bird. He goes to the right. Bird. He makes the shot. Bird. I said, who is Bird? And Bird this and Bird. Oh, did you see the pass that Bird made? I can't see it, but I'm just trying to imagine it. And when the time I got to the end, I said, damn, that brother can play.
Well, that wasn't the last time he's going to hear Bird's name. After averaging a godly 30 points and 13 rebounds in his college career, Bird set his sights on the 1978 NBA draft. Bird was the clear most talented player in that draft,
Facts.
but he wanted to play his final year in Indiana before playing in the NBA.
Hey,
Many scouts did not want to wait for a year, but one GM gambled, Red Auerbach and the Boston Celtics. When he joined the team in
Is it Auerbach or is
1979,
it
he was heavily
Auerbach?
doubted.
Like, I
He was
think
a
I'm always
white
saying his
player
name wrong.
in
I
a
might be saying his name
predominantly
wrong all the
black league. He was being stereotyped as soft and not tough enough. And his teammate, Cedric Maxwell, tried to test the white rookie.
I was averaging about 20 and 10 when Bird got here. I'm thinking he's coming to this building. I'm looking at him, but we have the first practice. I'm thinking like, this ought to be a piece of cake. Yeah. Guy don't look fast, don't look good. Yeah. I'm about to do something to him. Boy, I'm telling you what, it changed my opinion about racism in this world. Because I remember he scored the first basket, Jet, on me. I scored on him, second basket. But as I proceeded, he started going further and further and further away. Better. By the end of the practice, it finished. The first black person I said, you know what? That white guy can play down there.
Fucking white boy can play. Hey, I'm telling you, hey, that white boy down there ain't no joke. I'm telling you right now. He just put 20 on me. He look white. I don't think he white. He done dipped him in some paint or something. That brother right there. Yeah, something right there with the blonde hair. 33, walking that way. Yeah. Watch him. Because he just shot from way back there. We ain't even got a three-point line yet. All right? And he's shooting from back there. I just want y'all to know, be prepared.
And from then on, Larry's legend began. But there are a lot of superstars who tried to challenge Larry. And one of those is Dominique Wilkins.
Hey,
These two were polar opposites. Larry was
from
graceful.
The same city, man.
Dominique
same town.
was this powerful high flyer that shocked people. In their first meeting, however, Dominique told a story about how he first met Larry on the court.
That was the first time Bird ever talked strategy. It was my rookie season, my first game I ever played against him. The only thing he said to me, I'm guarding him. My first play, he's coming down the court, and I'm guarding him. He looks at me, he said, I don't know why they have you guarding me, Holmes. And he shoots the three. I wasn't upset he made the three. I said, but this motherfucker just called me Holmes.
Like, you gonna be disrespectful like that? You don't call me Holmes. You don't even know me like that, big dog. Man, you disrespectful.
1988 playoffs, however, these two would cross paths once again in Game 7 of the Eastern semifinals. After winning Game 6, Larry Bird guaranteed a Celtic win in Game 7. At the Boston Garden, Bird struggled, logging in just 12 points in 3 quarters. Well, not until they wake up the sleeping beast.
Bird, at the end of that game, made a bold prediction to the press, said, Atlanta blew their opportunity. I'm guaranteeing a win in Boston. And I remember we in Boston, we coming out of the locker room, and I stopped. And I said to my teammates, I said, we're going to win this bleep game. If you ain't ready to fight, you ain't ready to go to war, don't come out. I said, whoever guarding me tonight going to have a long night. Unfortunately, Larry Bird was telling his teammates the same thing down the other end. But it's set up for one of the greatest shootouts in the history of a 7th game. I was taking the ball out of bounds. He said, we both deserve to win this game, but unfortunately, one of us got to go home. That's the biggest respect I think you can get from any great player, especially under those circumstances.
Yeah, that's
you're fighting to win Game 7.
That's facts. See, but that's how Bird was. And a lot of people they think like Larry Bird, all he ever did was just talk trash. No, he gave you your flowers, but he reminded you that my flowers is bigger. You feel me? Yeah, man, we both deserve to win this game. If it wasn't me going to the championship, it should be you. It's one of us. But today, you going home. I'm going to keep going to the goddamn NBA Finals, and I'm winning, okay? I'm sorry. You just happen to be in the way. I'm sorry. I just so happen to be in your way. They put us against each other. You a good player. I'm a good player, but I'm just a little bit better, baby. I'm just a little bit better. That's all it means, baby. That's all that is. Like,
just don't disrespect Larry Legend like that. Talk about disrespect. Charles Barkley once told Larry Bird in a podcast how he felt disrespected by Bark and his team.
Oh, my God. Bird talked trash to everybody. I remember him, he was cursing under his breath. And I asked him, I said, Larry, what's going on with you? He says, you guys are being disrespectful to me. What are you talking about? He says, you guys are putting a white guy on me. That's disrespectful. I can't remember who it was. I just started laughing. I had no comeback when he says, it's disrespectful when y'all put a white guy on me.
Larry Bird has been one of the...
I mean, but was he wrong? Like, his game excelled the limits of racism. Like, when Larry Bird stepped on the court, you legit have to throw that out the window. Like, it's not because he white that he doing that. Nah, he played like a brother. You get what I'm saying? Nah, that move right there, that jab step, he learned that from a black kid on the court. Oh yeah, that little fadey. Oh yeah, that's prime brother shit. You feel me? So he really crafted his game in a fact of a way, like, where he could fit in more with the, with the African Americans of the NBA, bro. Like, his game was just, it was shaved to show both sides. If you get what I'm saying, he had the cunning and the whiff and the swiftness and the smartness of a white player who knew, hey, my body can't do everything that theirs can, but I can do this very well. See, but Larry Bird had that, but then he also had that side of, hey, I still got a little brother in me. I can give you a 2-2 combo, step back, lean, fade. Like, I can give you the whole package deal. I can go in the bag. I just don't choose to. You see what I'm saying? Like, Larry Bird was one of them players who could go either way. So when you really look at it, he is like the perfect combination of what an NBA player is supposed to be. He's got the pizzazz and the attitude and the flair of a black guy, but he's got the mindset and the calmness of a white guy. Like, he's just like, yeah, composed. He just ready to go at any given time. That's why, and I think that's why a lot of players, a lot of black people, a lot of NBA fans, we just love Larry Bird because the simple fact of the matter is he gives us everything. You know, he gives you Mike, but then he also give you Stockton. You get what I'm saying? He may give you Stockton today, but you get Mike tomorrow. You might get Mike tomorrow and then get Magic the next day. You might get Magic one day and then he might turn around and give you Mikal the next day. He giving you everything. That's what it is. He's so, you feel me? I love Larry Bird. I'm be honest with
trash
you.
talkers of all time. He used trash talks to have a psychological advantage against his opponents. And former NBA All-Star player Terrell Brandon knows how Bird tortures players.
I think he said
mentally.
Joel. That's Terrell.
Bird is a psychologically assassin.
In what way, though, man? You say that. How?
91-92 season, he says, who's guarding me? I says, Craig Elo. He says, why you got that white boy on me? He said, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna get in the corner. Dennis Johnson gonna pass it to me and I'm gonna hit.
Yeah.
He hit the shot. He walked off and said, legend.
Bird was just elite. And the best part was that he backed up his trash talk every time. You know when you're a good trash talker, when you are feared by one of the greatest trash talkers of all time, the Glove, Gary Payton.
Yeah.
He even laid the truth and said that Larry Bird was a greater trash talker than him. Imagine Gary Payton, a vicious trash talker, giving Larry Bird his props.
Who talked the most? I think Larry Bird and Reggie Miller was the best talker. Larry Bird would tell you, I'm gonna take you over to this corner, I'm gonna dribble 2 times, I'm gonna hit your in the face, and it bet not touch the rim. Then he said, if it do, I'm gonna come right back and do it again until it touches. That's how Larry Bird used to get at. And he bagged it up because he was so cold. You know what I'm saying? So people, ask people about him. Motherfucker used to tell you, boy, you can't do with me. I'm too good for this.
Wow.
I'm like, it's crazy to think that he like, look, bro, you can't do nothing but with me, but hold on to the seat and pray to God that you don't fling off. That's all you can do with me. If you think you're going to come in here and get some easy on me, you think you can guard me, you think you're going to stop me from doing what I normally do, brother, you're sadly mistaken. You just walking down a thin line and not knowing where the hell you going. But you want to keep coming down here bothering me, I'm going to give you something to bother me about. You feel me? That's what we talking about.
This jumper in your face.
And this one legend surely knew how special Bird was. James Worthy. The Lakers and the Celtics held their fair share of battles in the 80s, and this was all James Worthy had to say about Larry Legend.
You know the play is coming, but he would tell you it's coming. Mikal's going to set a flash, a pick for Robert, but Robert, that's only to free him up to come and set a pick for me. He says, if you trail.
In that mullet. Boy, get out of here with that Joker. You got the flush on that Joker. Look at it.
To a little floater. And he said, if you pop, he said, if you try to get over the top, he said, I'm going to pop to that corner and bust a jumper on your face. The ball comes in, DJ takes a couple dribbles. I get out there, but he pops to the corner and I'm running. He kind of waiting, you know.
Watching me. Watching me. He was
The Lakers and the Celtics really did rule the 80s, but there's one other team that fought against Boston before claiming their glory. The Bad Boys Detroit Pistons. And one of their core players, John Sally.
Bro, I really, like, people don't understand, like, just how good the Pistons were, bro. I think a lot of people, like, they overlook it. They're like, oh, man, you know, like, you got the Lakers, you got the Celtics, you got Chicago, and the Warriors, you know, them are the 3 greatest teams ever assembled. What the fuck is you talking about, bro? Do you not remember what the Pistons did to people? They were a nightmare. Come on, bro. We talking about the 80s and the 2000s. Yeah, I'm talking Ben Wallace, them too. They was a nightmare. Pistons had 2 super teams before anybody else really had 2. This one, no, because the Celtics had the early 2000s back with Kevin Garnett and them and all of that. So I guess you can say they had the second one. But still, that's crazy when you think about it. People really overlook the Pistons, and they've had 2 good stretches where they were the number 1 team continuously. Not like, oh, they just gotta sneak in and get it. No, they were like the team to beat. Mike couldn't get past them. Shoot, for the longest time, I don't even think the Celtics got past them once they finally got, when Larry Bird left. Like, Pistons was moving. That's how we was grooving. Like, and people overlook the Pistons and say, yo, they just the Pistons, bro. Pistons was cold, bro. Pistons got all my respect.
Shared his thoughts on what it was like to go up against the one and only Larry Bird.
I'm going to give you Larry Bird in his prime or LeBron in his prime.
Larry Bird. He was constantly talking. Like, it was a trip that even I looked at the video when Dennis Rodman's leg gets caught in his neck and Bill Laimbeer, he goes down and he's punching Bill. The first person I went to grab was Larry. And then we get out the way and I mind my business. But Larry was, he would talk and he would say, Sal, you better ask for a double team, bro. I was like, when are you going to keep letting when are you going to let these people know you're a black guy from Indiana? When are you going to do that?
There's no doubt that Larry Bird is one of the coldest players of all time. But did you know that he was such a menace that even the opposing team cheered for him and got fined?
Yeah.
You
The
heard
chair
that
situation.
Right. And the
The
new Milwaukee
Hawks.
Bucks head coach and then Atlanta Hawks player, Doc Rivers, experienced all of it firsthand.
You guys got Antoine Carr and Cliff Levingston got fined by Fratello, I think.
And Eddie Johnson for celebrating. It was the greatest film session ever. Mike rewound the celebration 20 times. He just kept, not the shot, he just kept rewinding it. Eddie Johnson falls off the bench in laughter. Antoine Carr and Cliff gives each other high five.
No, but y'all don't, like, can you really be mad at them, bro? Like, just imagine seeing that, bro. Like, that's like watching the Olympics and watching Steph put up like 42 threes consistently and hit everything. You throwing everything at him. You throw the whole kitchen sink at him and he's just making shots. I mean, I get it. You're supposed to have sports, but you're supposed to be on the court like, dang, we getting our ass busted. Like, yeah, hey, let's go team. But I'm telling you right now, if I see it, I'll tell you a moment right now. I could give you a moment. Matter of fact, story time. Look, story time. I'll give you all a moment. So back in high school, I played on this team, the Zags. So I played for like a year. It was me, my brother, my cousin, a best friend of ours, another friend of ours that all played at the same high school. And we had like a bunch of guys just from all over the city and area that we were from. So we proceeded to take our butt. I don't know why we was in this tournament. Our coach put us in the tournament. Shout out, coach. We love you. Peace. Love you. Match love, boy. Anyway, we go down here, and it's in Houston at the time. I remember it was a big tournament, and we were talking this hot shit, boy. Straight hot gas. Like, hey, yo, we going down here. We gonna show them that West Texas the way it do. Yeah, we talking hot gas. You feel me? We get down there. We play the first team. They barely beat us. So we think, you know what? Maybe we just had a bad morning. It's morning time, bro. So my coach come through there. He said, hey, man, they got a couple of guys. This one guy is getting ready to go to going to Texas. And then they got these 2 twins. These twins is really, really good. But the one guy, we don't have nobody to throw at him. So he told one of my friends, he said, hey, you going to have to guard him. So, because he's tall. So, the guy's tall as hell. And I'm like, all right, cool. I don't know who this person is at the time. Now, once the game was over with, I knew exactly who the fuck I was dealing with. You ever heard of a player, Kevin Durant? Yeah. He proceeded to give us the fucking business for the whole 4 quarters of a game. I mean, dropping bombs. I've seen him go over one of my homeboys. I said, hey, and I'm not even going to hold you. I didn't start this game. I wrote the bench. My coach looked at me and said, hey, Lonnie, go get him just to fucking 7 in. I'm not doing that. It's about to get no highlight reel on me. Kevin Durant ain't about to have me looking like that. It was crazy because how do you get the Harrison twins and Kevin Durant? Now, the Harrison twins were younger, but still, they were still tough. They were walking buckets. Fuck you mean you want to put me out there on them? I'm not doing that. No. So, I mean, That's what I'm talking about. And I was one of them on the bench. Like, oh, damn, like how did he do that? Like I was falling off the bench too. So I understand. I mean, I understand that they don't want us acting like that, but at the same time, you ain't really got no choice.
And our film session is 20 minutes of that.
Larry Bird was out there calling
That's
his
all
own
wrong.
shots, mentally derailing his opponents. Legend. Well, that's not the craziest thing
Oh, yeah,
Larry
good
Bird has
pass.
done
Good
to
finish.
show the entire league
Thank
who
you,
the boss
Cookie.
really was. In the 1984 NBA Finals,
1984.
the Boston Celtics and the Los Angeles Lakers were closing in on a pivotal Game 5 of the series.
Finds an open Bird.
Pivotal
Takes
Game
Rabbit.
5.
1 second. It's
In halftime, unusual and alarming news was relayed by then Boston Celtic head coach K.C. Jones to Larry Bird.
I remember in LA in the Game 5 of the championship series, we was out there. We come out to warm up before we started the third quarter, and Casey come walking out, and he called me over. He said, Larry, he said, I hate to tell you this. He said, there's been a death threat on your life. I said, what? So you got to make a decision whether you want to finish the game or go back and sit in the locker room and wait for it to
Man,
get
I'm
done or
going to
leave
go
the arena.
play.
That's why I'm going to play. I go right through the layup line on the other side, and I look over, and here's come Casey, point man. I walk over to Casey, I said, now what? He goes, well, the horn's getting ready to blow here, Larry. He said, whatever you do, don't come to the huddle. He said, could you please stand out here? Could you please stand out here at center court?
He said, they gonna shoot somebody. They gonna shoot you by your damn self. Don't come over here where I'm at. Don't do it.
He said, you never know,
Stay
the
over
guy
there.
might be a bad shot. So just when the horn blows, I walk over to KC. He's drawing on a play. I put my arm around him. He looks up, puts his head down, squats down a little bit so the guys are surrounding him. He goes, thanks a lot.
Larry continued to play the game and dropped a monstrous 34 points and 17 rebounds to propel the Celtics to win Game 5, 121 to
Hey, lucky it wasn't
103,
me.
and eventually win the series in 7 games. You will never see a warrior as tough as Larry Bird ever
That's
again.
crazy.
A fearless competitor who showed the league who the real boss was. Now it's your time to share.
All right, man, that's crazy, bro. But that last one, hey, coach, you lucky it wasn't me. Because I'd have walked in the huddle and dug down underneath you and sit underneath you right here. Like this. Yeah, coach, whatever you say, yeah. Yeah. Hey, man, but if y'all guys did enjoy this video, man, y'all want to see me react to some more videos, man, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on. And if y'all don't mind, if there's any videos y'all want me to check out, make sure y'all drop them in the comments. I'm always interested in what you interested in, baby. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.